ultimate promotion for the best football fans out there. We're very excited, and we've got a great first class that we're excited to introduce here today. So with that, I want to welcome Don, Roger, and Rick, Roger, and Don to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the new Ford Hall of Fans. Congratulations.
Yeah! Unveiled, the Ford Hall of Fans. And again, we invite all the fans out there that love the National Football League to come here to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And you can share why you should be in the Ford Hall of Fans. You guys want to come on over here? You can help us do this. Why don't you go with Jim? You guys come with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pretty cool. Good job, you man.
We're here at the Ford Hall of Fans exhibit in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. We have our 3 inductees this year from this year's class, and we're very excited to have this weekend with you guys, see the great display here that everyone can enjoy as they come and visit the Hall of Fame forever. So that's very, very exciting. And we have a few more surprises for you as the weekend goes on, but one I wanted to start with here today. We wanted to really formally induct you guys and congratulate you on achieving this honor. And so on behalf of Ford, I want to present you with this small token of our appreciation of your fandom and your support of the game. Congratulations again on being part of the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Open them up. Take a look.
No way. No way. Wow. Wow. I've been a Miami Dolphins since I was a child, at the age of 10 years old in 1970. No, I was 8 years old in 1970. I was introduced to a contest. Top Stadium football card asked me to if I would like to join a contest and win to be on the card. So I went and got a little kitty helmet that's displayed over there and a pom-pom, and I won that day. But then I stayed dressed up, and I realized that they react to it at the stadium. So I was saying, somebody hollered out, "Hey, Maniac, get up, get the crowd going. Come on, Maniac. That sounds like a cool name." So I would get up and get the crowd going, and it happened. So I kept the name Dol-Fan Maniac in 1994 on forward. I'm out of the operating engineers. I'm a heavy equipment operator / instructor on the weekends, and I also do volunteer work at Metro West Detention Center as a chaplain assistant. But when I see my fans not doing it, man, I get up and I start saying, "Get up!" I start commanding them to get up. Get up! Get off your feet! Get up! Come on, Miami! And that's when it rocks. I want to set an example. Win, lose, or tie. I'm not Dolphin till the day we die. I want to. Even if we had a bad season or a good season, I'm always going to be in my Dolphin gears representing and showing loyalty to the team. Well, you know what? If it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be players. This really, I didn't expect anything ever in the history of being a Dolphin fan that this would ever happen. So this is my jersey right here. This is where I went and customized it and put Dol-Fan Maniac on it. This is one of the original jerseys. You come up with your own name. You just invent something that's motivating, and then you take signs. Like defense. And this is the original Dol-Fan Maniac helmet that we first started. This is the Dol-Fan Maniac when I first started right here. I took a little kitty helmet, a little pom-pom, and just put it on there, and there it is. It's one of the shoes that I wear. If you notice, you want to be a super fan, you want to be a fan to motivate, and you want to attract somebody, make sure from head to toe that you're decorated as something with meaningful colors.
On your door.
Listen, I became a 9-year-old girl. When Dan Marino came to knock on my door and I opened it up, I actually thought it was a double. Somebody playing with me. Playing with my head. A lot of things went through my head. In fact, I didn't hear a word that came out of his mouth when I grabbed and hugged him. All I heard was wah, 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 wah. It was amazing. It was a dream come true to see a living legend coming personally to my house. Right. Dan Marino says, congratulations, you're going to be heading towards the Super Bowl. You're going to be one of the 3 selected to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. So we're going up to Atlanta and thinking one of us is going to win. Long story short, David Bacon came and knocked on my door. I totally freaked out, and then he gave the good news that all 3 of us were elected.
And how long have you been a Steeler fan?
Since birth, black and gold in my veins. As a 1-year-old, that's what I said in my videos and everything. I'm wearing a little Terry Bradshaw jersey, and first picture I ever have, I have a 12 on, and that was 1979. So day after Thanksgiving this past year, 2018. I didn't know anything about this, the contest, anything. I didn't apply. I didn't write in. I knew nothing. So someone from Ford sent me a Facebook message and said, "Hey Rick, we saw your video on the Steelers site. Can we do an interview with you?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, what the heck." I didn't think anything of it. I actually blew it off at the beginning. And they kept persisting, and I finally said, "All right, yeah, fine." They said, "We want to fly a film crew out to Pittsburgh, and we'll be here on this date. Are you going to be home?" So I said, "Yeah, sure." So until they pulled in with a box truck and cameras and the whole, Hollywood studio in my house, I thought it was a joke. So once they pulled in, I knew it was something big. And I'm just going through the interview, talking about how, my streak of 18 years, never missing a game, and going, sick and selling my truck and my clothes, everything I could sell to buy my tickets. That's what they wanted to hear the story in the interview. So, halfway through the interview, I get this knock at the door, and they said, "I think it's for you." And it was Terry Bradshaw at my front door, him coming in my house, I'm out there in my driveway throwing a football with him, and he was just the greatest guy. So nice and genuine and just fun to be around. So you're just talking to him like he's your old buddy. It was great. I don't have a nickname. I don't have face paint. I'm not in a big, those guys, everyone knows them. They see him on TV, they pay in the crowd. Me, I'm just a quiet guy in 142 and, with my buddies. And, I cheer when they need it.
Rick, what do you do for a living again?
Teacher.
You're a teacher?
Yep. High school American history.
Oh.
If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I would never believe that we'd be part of the Hall of Fame with all the legends that have ever lived. So to me, it's surreal. So I had my name on this jersey, and we had 17s because at the time our streak was at 17 years. So that's why I had that, and they wanted some things that represented me, and that's pretty much all I had with my name on it. But this is my grandmother's terrible towel. She passed away 5 years ago. My dad's Super Bowl ticket when we went there, so I have mine. This was his. My wife went to Super Bowl 43, and that's her ticket. And then we went to the one in Dallas against Green Bay. Here I am at Heinz Field. This is after the victory at Super Bowl 43 in Tampa. Here's a picture of me wearing that jersey at Heinz Field. Just some season tickets, and this little Terry Bradshaw I had since I was a little kid. So it was actually a Christmas ornament, and I would just always have it on my shelf at home, no matter where I was living.
And you didn't mind donating this stuff to the
No,
museum?
this is amazing. I'm in like I said, the greatest museum that exists in my mind, and here it is, living forever. Instead of being on a shelf at my house, here it is for everyone to see, and I can't. It's just unbelievable, really.
I've been going to the games since 1985, season tickets. So, been a Bear fan since the early 70s. Doug Plainfield, one of my favorite players, and Walter Payton. And went to my first Bear game in 1983. Was enjoying it so much. Went 4 more times the next season, and then applied for season tickets in 1985, the great season the Bears had going to the Super Bowl. Got season tickets. I was in college at the time, only $15, and so this will be my 34th season. But I always, when I went to the games, I always showed this, kind of showed my enthusiasm and support. And in a more unusual way, I used to wave these big, these Bear flags. And I went to face paint and wigs, and wore a helmet, and then back in '95, I kind of thought about taking it to a next level. That's when I took a bearskin rug and I bought it and cut the head off and wore it on my head, and that kind of got brought it to a new level and a lot of attention from the other fans and so forth. So and from the team too, they liked that. They would use my picture here and there, and then. I would do that for 22 years, and then, I got the call here in October from my team that the people from Ford were interested in me being a candidate for, Ford Hall of Fans, a potential candidate, be one of the 6 finalists. So I went through the process. They interviewed me, came to my house, interviewed me, and while I was at my house, Brian Urlacher knocked on my door without me knowing, that he had his Hall of Fame jacket on, and I was in costume, Bearman costume, and he said, he said, Bearman, I here to nominate you for the Ford Hall of Fame. So that was blown away by that. So basically, they told us to be ready for the knock anywhere between 8:30 and 9:30, and so I was pacing the floor basically. It seems like 20 minutes went by, 25, 30 minutes, and I'm thinking, come on, where's this knock? Is it going to come or not? And then finally at 9 o'clock, I got that knock, and I knew that was him. It was David Baker, yeah. David Baker. We knew David Baker was going to give us the news. So yeah.
What did he tell you?
He said, Bearman, I want to let you know that you've been inducted into the new Ford Hall of Fans. And then he presented me with 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. I used to be a Village Forester there for 25 years, but now I work for a company, a JX Truck Center. I deliver truck parts to customers around the Chicago area. This is the original Bearhead. I call him Bronco, for Bronco Nagurski. Was one of the toughest Bears there were, the biggest Bears there were. I think he has the biggest Super Bowl, Hall of Fame ring. This is Bronco, my original black Bearhead I wore. I used to have to run with this on the field for all those years. These are my original feet I wore. Actually, these are football shoes. They used to have cleats on the bottom, so because I ran in the turf there at Soldier Field. So these are my original feet. I got better ones now. I got a new Bearhead. So I retired Bronco here, and basically just last at the end of the 2017 season. So these are all my tickets to the 1985 season. First season I had season tickets, and then that's the 2 playoff tickets that year, going to the Super Bowl. So I wasn't able to go to the Super Bowl. I didn't get picked. So this is one of my backup Bearman jerseys. This is actually the one I do wear.